comedians, but if you've been here before, say like 2 comedy tips, right? So if anyone wants to start. So how many minutes do we get?
How many do you guys want to do? Like 7? Or
Well, it's
5, maybe 5 to 7.
maybe keep it open since we have a small group.
5 to 7?
Yeah.
And who wants to do the timer?
I can do it.
Right. So if anyone wants to start, they can start.
Does anybody have a lot of material that we even need a timer?
Or maybe just don't.
And then we're gonna do it popcorn style. So like, once you're done with your set, you're gonna pick it to somebody.
Okay.
So also when you're done with your set, we're gonna we're gonna tell you like what works and what doesn't work.
Sure.
Okay, so whoever wants to start, they can start.
Is this filming?
Yes, we're recording now. Yes.
So I'll give you the light at 4 if you want to do longer, and I'll give you a light at 6.
Okay. So your name and your favorite comedian.
My name is Miguel. I'm also known as Mikey, so you can call me either Mikey or Miguel. My favorite comedians: Red Fox, Richard Pryor. Gosh, man, there's so many. I can't. We don't have enough time to name them all. I mean, everybody's just so great. You know?
What's your experience, Miguel?
I was doing comedy or stand-up, but I can't even really consider it comedy, you know, other than the fact that I think life's a joke and I'm just kind of quick with life, pick shit up, you know, and I think it's fun. But I've started, I guess, really what I consider a comedy path is when I went to the comedy college. That was like about a year ago or so. I just decided to start doing it because I think it's fun to make people laugh, you know. There's nothing wrong with it. Getting up in front of people. We do it every day, we just don't realize it. We put something really special about being up in front of everybody and having their undivided attention, but it's still divided. But that's pretty much it, man. I just go up. I don't even really say that I'm a comedian. Like when people ask, "Oh, you like comedy or are you a comedian?" Well, yes to both, but no, because I mean, I'm not a comedian. I don't sit there and practice my same things. Like I was explaining, I forgot your name. It doesn't matter what your guys' names are, because I forgot. I should have told me, man. But I'll remember your faces. I'm sorry. What was your name again? Juan. So, sorry, dude. It's so weird having that fucking mic. I can't see who I'm talking to. So, like, I decided to just be myself. I'm just being me, you know. I'll write shit down, but that's only because I find everybody else around me funny. You know what I mean? If I don't write anything down, it's either because you're not funny or I'm trying to, like, not write more stuff down, you know. And then I like to, you know, just share life with everybody. And like, what I'll do is, for instance, when somebody's up here doing their set, I'm not going to do it tonight, I won't do it here, because it's a total different kind of setting, and I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable. But I'll write stuff down, you know, based on what you said, because it'll remind me of something that I can relate to in my life, or something funny that you're saying that's just an ongoing topic maybe that people might not be realizing that's going on. Like, I don't know if it's just something that everybody gets together like and starts deciding, okay, we're going to talk about testicles, and that's all everybody jokes about our testicles the whole night or something, you know. It's not. It's just that's something maybe that people just familiarize themselves with, you know, and they just get, I don't know, it's weird. So I'll maybe point something out like that, you know. But really, I just like to tell shitty stories, you know, figuratively, literally, whatever. My experiences through life.
Any open mics? Have you done any open mics since the college?
Yeah, I've gone to, there's a Brainwash. I was going there for a little bit. I was doing mainly the place that I was going to was a place called Doc Holidays in Santa Rosa, and another place called Spanky's. That's where I actually found out about the Brainwash through Tony Sparks. Tony Sparks is supposed to work at the Brainwash. If you guys want to get some experience, go to the Brainwash, man. It's a great place, a really great place. Like you were saying, they do give you a lot of love, like literally. Yeah, first time you go up, you get a lot of love. I guess it's an automatic thing, so it's a real nice icebreaker. Also went to Rocket Lounge or Rocket Room, whichever that's called. I went there once. It was actually that first place I went to here in the city, and that night did not go well, but it made for a great night later. You know what I'm saying? Like
You met
But
someone?
No, I did. No, yes and no. I mean, I did. I met several comedians and shit, but I didn't meet somebody, you know, whatever. If that's what you were implying, but it was awesome material. It was developed based on that night because it was so shitty. Like, I mean, like, people are sensitive. People are fucking sensitive, dude. You can't say anything that has anything to do with race unless you're of a specific color. No offense, my man, but, you know, I'm not trying to talk jack, but I just want you to understand what I'm saying. So, you know, you start fucking around with people based on color and they get mad, dude, because it's like, at least with me, I don't know why, that's what it seems like, you know, there'll be like black jokes, white jokes all night, and then I come out and start fucking with some Chinese guy, and then all of a sudden I'm an asshole. Like, whoa, where did that, or I'll say, like, the N-word, or say Negro, or something, because I don't want to say nigga, or something, you know, whatever. Like, in the passion of it, I'll change it up and be like, my Negro, you know, you get it? That's kind of funny, though. But some people get pissed, and it's like, so then that spins off, dude. You know, like, they got mad at this place, because I called him a cool-ass Negro. I was like, matter of fact, here, I'll just tell you the story. So I went there, and basically, I had a whole slew of comedians. I wrote a bunch of stuff down. I didn't even get through half my shit, man, because like when I got to this one guy, it just exploded. It was wild. But there were some Asian jokes. I had all kinds of stuff, you know. And I just read off my material. I just read through what I wrote down, you know. So I get to this one dude. His name was Zabubu or Zorba. Funny guy, man. So funny. I was dying. I don't think I stopped laughing through his whole set. He, you know, came out, right when I heard his name, I was like, oh, that's fucking cool. So I got like a thing for accents, you know? I don't know, it does something to me. So when I'm thinking I'm gonna get some like, the way you do that thing is however you do African, you know, I don't even know. I mix that up with Chinese sometimes. But I was thinking he was gonna have like a heavy African accent, and he started speaking like myself, you know, and I was like really let down. I was so disappointed because I'm thinking, dude, I'm gonna have like comedy and fucking accent. It's like a double penetration for me. You know? This is cool, but then it wasn't, and I was so just like, fuck, oh well. That's what I get for being an asshole. Let me take this shit in, you know. So I'm sitting here watching it, and then he says he's from Kentucky, and I was like, oh, that's funny. So I write something down. Then he comes up with a joke and says, it was some real funny thing about what was it? Rosa Parks. You know, they found her bust or something like that. Like, I'm not trying to bite or anything, but something about where they're going to put it. You know, that was the question. It was like, they found it, they're going to put it in Mississippi. I don't know if he's serious or if he's a joke or whatever, or if he turned the serious thing into a joke, but they're going to put the bus in a museum in Mississippi. But the only question was, were they going to put it in the front of the museum? That's fucking funny, right? So I write something down. And then I forgot, there was, I think, one more thing that I had, but I forget what it was. But I'm sure I remember. So when I went up, I was like, Zabubu, like I forgot his name, but now I remember it's Zorba. Because life is funny on how shit comes around. Okay? I write up around this, it's just weird. The story continues, and I'll probably explain more next week, but or next time. But so I was like, Zorba, you are, or what is it? I did like or no. So the guy before me gets off the stage. I gotta set it up. The guy before me, two comics before me, everybody left. The whole room. I mean, it was packed. As soon as the guy was done, he got up and left. Everybody left with him. It was like his friends, you know. And so there was the host's roommate, and 4 comics in the back of the room, and a buddy that I was working with that's drunk as fuck sitting up here with me, right? And then another comic. He goes up and he's done, and then he leaves, and I'm like, well, there's nobody in here. There's like 4 fucking people. Hey, everybody, come on. How about you guys come out from the back of the room? Because if you've been over to the Rocket Lounge, it's a big place. You got a big old stage way the fuck over here, and then you got like a room way back there. And everybody's back there laughing, and I know they're not laughing at me because I didn't say shit yet, you know? So they're making their own jokes, and it's undivided, or it's not undivided yet, you know? And I'm going through my stuff, and these 2 guys, the host is just sitting there like, yeah. And then his roommate, yeah, oh really? Like we're having a conversation. It was like really weird. It's like I'm trying to do my stuff, and you're just like conversating with me, you know, this is really strange, like, I don't even know how to deal with this stuff, and then, so then I was like, why don't you, like, I just stopped and I was like, come on, you guys, why don't you come up into the front again? You know, nobody wanted to come on. I was like, well, Zabubu, you don't gotta be in the back anymore. Come on up. You know? And it was funny because his ass is in the back of the room. It's like, why the fuck would you be in the back of the room making racial jokes about race and then, you know, and you're standing in the back and you want to be in the back. And it's funny to me. That's fucking funny. So I'm trying to get him to come up. He didn't like that. Apparently I'm being racist at that point, you know? So I was like, okay, well, and the reason why I knew I was being racist was because of the way he responded the next thing. So I was like, so Zabubu, I liked your set, you know, you're real funny. You are like one cool, wait, no, how's it go? One cool ass Negro, you know? No, he didn't like it, you know, so, because it was pretty much the same kind of response, it was just quiet, nobody said shit. I mean, you guys chuckled, you know, but it was just quiet, and then, like, so Zabubu, you said, oh, by the way, when he was introduced, he was a boxer, okay, so I'm like, and he's kind of big, and so I'm like, kind of worried about this stuff, but I'm like, oh, he's gonna like this stuff, it's great. So I was like, Zabubu, you know, you're from Kentucky, right? He goes, yeah. I said, would you eat a lot of chicken? He goes, no, but I put a punk-ass racist motherfucker on the concrete, though. Like, what? Like, really? Like, dude, man, you're from Kentucky. I thought, like, you know, Mexicans eat tacos and shit, like, you know, Taco Bell. I'm thinking Kentucky Fried Chicken. It just happened to be that you're black. That's just not my fault, you know? Like, and they're trying to tell me, be funny, tell a joke, be funny, tell a joke. And I don't do jokes, man.
No, 6.
6 minutes?
6. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to do it more?
Oh, sure. Well, whatever, man. I'll stay. You just tell me when to get off, dude. So many words. What was other? So then we continued. You know, he's telling me to, you know, do some jokes and stuff, and I'm like, I don't do jokes. And then his white friend got up and started hollering, and he's like hollering so loud, and I'm getting really like kind of uncomfortable because he's hollering over my microphone. You know what I mean? And that's very intimidating. And so he started saying, get your own material, get your own material. I was like, man, I just wrote that. Like, that is my own material. I just wrote it, like right now. I've never used that before. You know, he's be funny, tell some jokes. I'm like, man, I don't have, okay, well, I guess I do have a joke. Like, what do you call a fish with no eye? You guys can participate. What do you call a fish with no eye?
We don't know.
Blind fish.
Oh, you don't know? A blind fish.
No.
So, no response, man. I still didn't get a response from them either. So I was like, okay, that's it. Yeah, I just don't do jokes, man. So yeah, that's how this shit went down. It was great. So what do we do now? You guys?
Give you advice.
Okay.
So, you have some funny stuff. Do you remember which part they laugh at? So that's very important. Remember where did they laugh? Like which part? Do you remember?
Oh, kind of, but not. It's like I do, but I don't.
So actually, next time, make sure you remember which part they laugh at. So in the future, when you do more open mic, that's the only time that you really you realize, okay, this particular line is funny. Oh, this particular is not funny. This is funny. So I kind of remember when you said when you make a comparison. What was that one after you told us about soba?
Was Zabubu?
Yeah, something like that. They laugh.
When you told him to come from the back, like.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that part. That part.
Well, see, because really what it is, that's my comedy, right? And so what I hope to do is it's really difficult, and like really, this is why I don't do comedy because I don't care, man. You know how many people told me to like write shit down and hone that, like cut out all the little
And
bullshit.
don't cover up. You have to get used to the light.
Oh, I know, but you know what? Fuck that. I can't see.
That's
I
fine.
know.
That's fine.
It's just
Maybe
me.
you can lower it.
Second time I
No, no.
you don't gotta stop. This is a prop, brother.
No.
Don't change shit. Whatever, you change it. I don't care. So
No, actually,
We can
leave
play
it
around.
alone.
yeah, leave it on, man.
Leave it
Come
on.
on.
Robert,
No, he
leave it
can
on.
turn it.
Leave it alone. It's great, actually.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah.
I love this, dude.
Do you know that
Oh,
one?
I like that.
Do
Yeah.
you know that one comedian with
Yeah.
like the puppets or whatever?
Yeah.
It's like he's that, except he doesn't have his puppet.
Oh, I got a puppet.
Will you sit up there for my
I'm
set?
for you.
So, like the part that where you make comparison, he talked about the front of the bus, the back of the bus, right?
Right.
So make sure you have his name, so you're not like copying. You don't sound
Right.
like you're copying. You mention his name. This comedian said this.
Yeah,
So it's not your punchline. You're not taking credit.
Right.
Then you have follow up. The follow up was funny.
Yeah. Oh, I wasn't even done. I didn't even get to finish the story.
So actually it's just like make it short, but right there.
Yeah.
Mention use 2-3 sentences. Can you rephrase it?
Yeah.
What he said?
Yeah.
Can you rephrase
Oh,
what
do it
he
right
said?
now?
Right now, yeah.
Okay, so he had a joke, and it was something about Rosa Parks, and they found a bus in Mississippi going to the museum, and just, are they gonna, where are they gonna put it, in the front or
The back of the museum.
Yeah.
So,
where's it gonna go?
but then the guy after he sat, he's sitting in the back, and then the whole room is empty, right?
Yeah.
So make it short. You were saying too much.
Too much.
Just say just use 1 sentence. Say he then sat at the bus with his friends, and then everybody left. So nobody was in the open mic. So
Right.
nobody was listening to you. That's it.
Yeah.
So make it short, make it precise. That then for us to understand your frustration, right? So we are with you. And then you say something. The guy then sit all the way in the back when he was, when you were saying something racist.
Yeah.
He was sitting all the way in the back.
He was
So
all
that
the
was
way in the back.
your line, right?
I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just. It wasn't like that wasn't my written material. It was just that's just what came out of
So
that
next
time.
time, remember that part. That part's funny. So make sure it's in there.
Oh, it
But
is.
make it short. Make it short.
Shorter. Shorten it up.
Yeah.
Okay. Like the whole story needs to
Yeah.
be shorter.
So like you have like a lot of things that is using contrast.
Yeah.
So make sure you write your example to compare your situations. That's when we laugh at your things.
Okay.
I thought it was good, man.
Thank you.
I mean, what I noticed was there were times during when you were up there where you had more energy than other times.
Mm.
And the times that you had energy, I think, is when you knew your material a little bit more.
Mm.
And that's when you were really clicking.
Right.
So I think kind of keeping the energy level up is where I was really resonating and laughing at what you were doing. And you were being yourself too. That was when your energy was up. It was obvious that you were just being you, and you weren't kind of like searching around.
Okay.
I have no fucking idea if that helps you at all, man.
No, it does. It does. Now, see, I would like to bounce stuff back off based on like what I'm getting. Does it defeat the purpose, or does it make things worse doing that for people? Because in part of being me, I am energetic and shit, and I'll like get into it because it's really funny and stuff. But then I think I need to calm down just a little bit.
No, here's the difference. At times I think it's all about the material. Okay? When you knew your material, you were on a track and you knew something, it doesn't matter if you talk slow.
You can
or
tell
more
like if I was
energetic.
like looking for something to say.
Exactly. There were times, there pause times in between, which is when you're kind of searching, where am I going to go with this?
Right.
So I think once you get your set more down to where you know where you are and where you're going,
Yeah.
it's not about the speed of your voice, it's just, you know where you're going.
You could tell though, like because I would get thrown off a little bit, like when something would,
Yeah.
like the lights, fuck me,
Yeah,
throws me off, and then I lose track. Okay, so I gotta be faster with the back on track thing. Okay.
More precise
Sure.
with what you want to say. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to describe every detail.
Right.
Just tell them your feelings. Like
That's-
everybody left, and you felt nobody was listening to you. That's
Right.
it. That's it. And
Okay.
then when your punchline should be, your style would be like you have to make an example. I felt like it was like what? The emptiness. It was like what? Can you make an example? It was like maybe when I was having sex, nobody was.
That's fucked up because the first thing I thought was my sex life.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know why.
So something like that, make an example. It was like what? Bob?
Right.
So you
Okay.
write down 2 or 3 examples.
Got it.
So that's the funny part.
Okay. Cool. All right. What else? Somebody else?
Just tell us about your sex life.
You guys are really creeping me out, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to grow my hair out long again. Shit.
Yeah, I liked your
Are you
style.
serious?
I felt like you were really like natural.
Oh.
So I liked how you seemed really comfortable up there. And I guess I couldn't tell you started your set, which was pretty unique to me. Like, I guess I'm so used to people like coming with their set and it's very obvious. But when you were telling your story, I thought you were just telling a story. So I didn't know like.
That's
I didn't know that was a prepared
Yeah.
set, was it?
No.
No, okay, so you were just telling the story.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, and that's cool. That right there, that's awesome to know, because that's what I really want to be able to do. Is it's just I don't want to perform. You know what I'm saying?
But do you run into, like, because I think when you go to like these open mics, people might be used to a certain type of style. So I don't know if you've gotten feedback where people are like expecting kind of a set feeling, but
People tell me like, work on your punchlines, man. You do
Yeah.
a lot of setup, don't have no punchlines. I'm like, well, dude, I fucking already told you I don't do jokes. Like,
Right.
it's not a joke. It's just a story.
right.
So,
So the punchline would be the example. You throw in if it's like what?
right. I mean, they want like a punchline.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
That's the story.
No, but you that's what you do. You try to make people laugh. Like
Right, right.
stand up. That's what stand up is for. So
Right.
it's easy. Just like I felt so empty. It was like, that's your punchline. That's your work.
I'm not sure I would tell people I don't do jokes. That threw me off a little bit. I don't know what everybody else thinks, but when you said I don't do jokes, that's when I kind of didn't know if you were doing your set or not, because I was kind of trying to figure out what you meant by
Right.
it.
Well, I
So you
guess.
want to be a storyteller then?
I suppose. I don't really know, man. It's yes and no. I mean, isn't that what comedy is? You're telling a story, but I'm not like.
But
Yeah.
comedy, I guess stand-up is more like short story, like
Yeah, like-
things are really short and you get to the punch fast.
Exactly. Yeah, dude. And I
Maybe
can't.
you're
Just
more-
give me a half-hour show, maybe an hour show. I'm good. But that 3-minute shit, dude. I can't.
Right.
What do you call a fucker walking into a fucking bathroom? Fucker in a fucking bathroom. I don't do that.
No,
stuff.
you
You
don't
should have
have.
your own
No,
podcast.
that's not what I'm saying. You don't have to do that. I
know,
mean,
but
like
the punchline-
Actually, there are a lot of comedians. They do stories.
Right.
But you just throw out an example like, oh, I felt so empty, nobody was listening. It was like me fucking my girlfriend, something like that.
Right.
Something like that,
Yeah, no,
that's
I-
not like it's not like you're forcing yourself to make a joke. It was
No,
just
that's,
like, your
I see what you're
feeling.
saying, yeah.
It's just that example.
Make more examples,
Yeah,
just give more
exactly.
examples. That's all.
Exactly.
Right,
Okay.
like, just, I guess focus, no, not focus on, but, just think about like, what you want people to laugh at. What part of the story, like, okay, you want, oh, okay, you call him, Zaboo. Okay, you want people to, focus on that part. I guess in some ways that could be like a punchline, but it's still in the context of like telling the whole story, like, okay, this part of the story happened, and you want people to laugh at this part, okay, and then the next part, you want people to laugh at this part.
Right.
I mean, I like your energy. I think it's like, I was engaged. I was like listening to your story. But of course, I guess if you're gonna like go to the comedy of mine, you definitely want people to know, like, okay, I want you to laugh at this part. So
Right.
this, as far as like, okay, this is what you should laugh at because I laughed at it.
Right.
So
Okay,
that's all I have to say.
thank you.
Good job.
Yeah, cool, all right.